All righty, here we go. Here we go. Oh, give me a second here. I thought I had myself set up. So the wonderful return of the Stream of Consciousness podcast. I took, I want to say, the last couple of weeks off. Actually, I kind of forgot how long I took off, but either way, this is the return. Man, I'm not with it tonight. I apologize. The return episode, and you know what? I want to say we have a special episode tonight, but to be completely honest, I have no fucking idea how this is going to go because I didn't pick a topic. What the hell? Tristan. Okay. Somebody ditched. All right, so we have a good panel tonight. We're going to introduce them one at a time. There he goes. So, first one on the docket, a very good friend of mine. I've known him for, I want to say, I forgot how long it's been, but it's been fucking forever. We know him as Twood. He's changed his name to Twicket. I don't know what the hell he's going to call himself next week, but we'll find out. Hey.
What's up? I'm as the duly elected member of the penguin community. Me and my bros here, we've got some gripes, but
All right. Well, Twicket of the gay penguin community, I guess. That's wonderful.
What?
Next one we have another really good friend of mine I met online. I think I met him. I want to say I met him when he popped in a stream randomly. Culture Casino. How's it going, man?
Hey, not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah. I say it's just one day he randomly, it's like I sent a link and he randomly popped into the stream. Yeah. We just became friends ever since.
Yeah, no, I'm easy mode. I like to listen to people, and if they it sounds like somebody I'm going to be interested to talk to, they are able to have a deep intellectual conversation or just F off. Both of those things are totally acceptable. So I usually hop into those. I am all about, seeing if I can throw fire and ice at the same person. So.
And I'm very thankful that you decided to listen, to stick around to my mumbling ass. So
no, it was great.
Well and good. And finally, someone I've known probably the longest in the online community, the author, Steven Walton. Hello, sir.
Hey, what's up, Atlantean? And hail to the chat. What's going on, everybody? How are you? Tristan, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Culture, love you, brother. That's my brother right there. How you doing, man? Yeah, that's right.
Oh, God. How's it going? So, and we're supposed to be having another. We will be having another. We'll be having Fat Steven Seagal show up. He actually showed up. Backstage. I want to say about not an hour ago. A while enough ago. And I guess he's bouncing around a lot, so he'll be back with about 10
big
more
guys
minutes.
Do bounce quite a bit.
Yes, so but he'll be joining us soon, and we'll probably do a proper introduction, maybe to a Stevie Wonder song when he shows up. But until then, so like I said in the beginning, I really don't have a topic planned, mainly because Tristan was the one. You know what? How do you move people around?
Click and drag on their picture in front of you.
There you go. Because I'm always going to be pointing to my right, and this motherfucker needs to be over here when I point to him. Because I talk with my hands, so every time I go to point in someone's direction, you watch. Now that I have him over here, I'm going to start pointing over here just for my mind to fuck with me. It's like Tristan over here. I was like, wait a second. I really had no topic decided. Last week he wanted to do a stream. He had, because he wanted to rant, and I'm like, I'm taking a break.
I was a bit angrier last week.
Yes,
for sure.
I could tell. It's like he messaged me. I want to say like 8:00 at night, and it's like, hey, we're doing a stream tonight. I got something I want to rant about, the word community. And I'm like, wait, you want to bitch about the word community? I was like, and the moment he said that, because this is the funny part to me, I had to give pause for thought, because the way he wrote it. You know how some people in messages you don't use grammar or anything like, or punctuation or anything. They just type it all together. When he said the word community, I was like, wait a second, are you talking like the Microsoft Word community? Like there's a community for Microsoft Word. You want to bitch about them?
I mean, there might be, but I don't have any gripes with them.
But he said no. It's like he's talking about the word community. I'm like, oh god. So he pitched me the idea, and it's like, you know what? We'll set up a stream for next week just so you can get it off your chest. So I really don't know where we're going with this. Something about
we'll
the
go
word
anywhere.
community.
It's a normal stream.
Well, no, it's not a normal stream because normally I have a topic planned.
Oh, okay. Well,
for these,
I'll kick off the topic that's ultimately going to turn into a stream of other topics, and then. But I don't know, man. Like it definitely when I feel like I've been Mandela affected out of my own dimension because for the life of me, I can't remember the word community used so fucking much in the past. I don't know, 10, 20 years, and then all of a sudden in the last 2 years, it's like the community, the X community, this community, our community will not tolerate. We of the penguin community do not tolerate hatred. It's like, you don't speak for the fucking penguins. Like, so I don't know. I'm starting to get upset. So people are starting to use this blanket term. And I think it set me off because last week was the whole, we of the Star Wars community will not tolerate hatred, or we don't tolerate hatred. Like, A, I speak for the entire Star Wars community, and we all have the same opinion. And B, we all agree that hatred, which is vaguely defined, is bad, and also that means we all hate Gina Carano because we said so, right? And it's like, I don't know, that just set off that trigger, and that's why I messaged Lane. But
so that's the context for the beginning of that's the context for why the rant came about, I guess.
Collectivism by any other name.
Yeah,
it's collectivism where they're trying to take people that may or may not exist. I mean, I don't know. These penguins might not exist. They're quite posed quite nicely, but like at the beginning, I'm like, these are my bros, man. Like, I speak for them. No, but fuck, man. And like, then they'll just go, yeah. All of a sudden, I'm part of this School of Fit community. This is my community, and we do not tolerate. They just switch the mask and they fucking take it. I don't know. It's quite. I don't know. I've been am I the only one who's thought that maybe this word has only come into more use recently, or am I the odd one out here? Am I the asshole?
Well, it's an umbrella term. I know that Ethan Van Sciver hates that term. He looks at it as an SJW word. Myself, I use it quite often because it's the best thing to describe the values that are held within our kind of sphere, our indie sphere, online community. You know what I mean? So I use it in that way. But you're right. I think in terms of value or thought, that's why the term is used. But it's such a broad, like I said, it's an umbrella phrase terminology that you can, anyone can use it. So I don't know, Culture. What do you think? You're a wordsmith.
I don't know, community. Okay, so I can understand people's being disagreeable with the word. I mean, and not necessarily, being super inspired to utilize it any longer because it has been abused by people who are using words, or the letters, alphabet stuff. It's
alphabet community.
I try. Look, me. I don't like to disparage people. By that thing, and in attacks, I try to limit them. You can be a good person but have stupid ideas. I believe that.
Yeah.
Right. And so if you're doing something idiotic, it doesn't mean I'm calling you an idiot. I mean, that idea is idiotic. So that's just words mean things. So I try to use them properly. And so, when I go around and I try to describe to everybody what I'm involved in, when I talk about, being involved in YouTube, I use the word. I'm in a community, but I am. I mean, I'm in a unique opportunity. I get to hang out with amazing people like you guys, Steven. I get to see on a regular basis. I'm in a little bit of our own kind of micro community or subset community because we're in Rogue Entertainment. Rogue Entertainment in and of itself is just a smaller version of a bigger community. Yeah. But like Steven and Gary and Jeremy and Jeremy and Doomcock, and these people have taught me these lessons, right? And so the lessons are bring everybody into the community because we all agree on something. So we need as many voices as we can calling out the garbage that's in our entertainment because, whether we want to admit it or not, pop culture is upstream from politics. It just is, and so if you want to undermine something, anything. You attack, you subvert, you infiltrate their culture. And that's essentially what's been happening for the better part of 15 or 20 years. So is it possible to use the word community and mean it in just to describe a group of people with similar thoughts? Sure. The thing is we aren't by definition exclusive.
Yeah,
No.
We are truly inclusive. I have seen we have people of all stripes. We don't care what you do with your bathroom parts. We don't care where you sleep. We don't care whether or not you believe in a global climate crisis. None of those things really matter. We can come together, and even if we disagree on these individual ideas or even any of the other things that we may or possibly disagree on, we all come together to discuss the fact that things aren't working. And we're being apart.
What I like to say is the common sense crowd, just common sense, treat each other as equals, even if our ideas are different, our beliefs or our dispositions. It's about allowing debate and not hating someone because of a difference of opinion or a difference of lifestyle, which is why it's a common sense crowd, I think probably is the community that I'm referring to. But absolutely. The idea of the word, in as far as it has been misused within people who are supporting divisive ideas, that is, that's where it becomes vile.
And more of my problem with it has come from the usage of the word community. Now, not only will people use it as a bludgeon, like in the Star Wars post about defending what's her nut about being a racist, right?
Justine Ireland.
Or the other one, Ariel.
Daniel Jose. There's a bunch of them.
Then also, like saying our community doesn't tolerate this stuff. It's like, but at the same time, like they'll take your community and say, well, that community is full of hatred and they need to extirpate the racists and the homophobes from their community. Like like anybody can dictate the members of a community and even then, dictate how a community thinks. Like
it depends. I'm sorry, Justin. It depends on the type of community, because a community is really just either shared traditions or values, ideas. A community is, like I said, it's an umbrella term for some kind of interconnectivity of ideology within them. So, and you're right though, but you're absolutely right, because I'm the son of a lesbian couple. I have many gay people in my family. I have an uncle who became my aunt. I've been around since gay rights was a thing in the 80s and into the 90s, and when we finally achieved gay rights with the ability to have civil unions between same-sex couples. That fight, I've been involved in that, and now because my disposition to the way that the trans community, just for instance, the way that the trans community is being used as a weapon, this marginalized community, this community of less than 1% of the world population that already has enough to deal with going through gender dysphoria. Now, granted, some of them may be loud, proud, and stupid, but a lot of them are just dealing with a conflict that I could never truly understand, and I quite frankly have empathy for. But they are now being used as a weapon to hurt others, and they're under the guise of the community. So, Tristan, I understand what you mean in that aspect. It's a shared value, but the value that's being shared amongst a lot of these people in the, I would say, far left ideology at this point, just as it was with, say, the Christian conservatives in the 80s, is exclusion. It's excluding you. It's shaming you into having to believe how they believe. And that is where I have a problem with such community.
And now we're getting around to this concept of compelled language, right?
Yes.
We're starting to see it adopted in different Western cultures that have been infiltrated. So like in the UK, you can be charged with a hate crime for failing to acknowledge somebody's pronoun.
Yeah.
And it's been adopted to a certain extent in Canada. And you know what? I'm just as likely to call you by your name as I am to say, hey, dickhead. So, I mean, it's just, is that your preferred pronoun? I don't know, but if you want, I can call you dickhead, or I can, like I said, I mean, my dad saw it. Hey, fucker. No, fuckhead. Hey, fuckhead. My dad used to call every one of us fuckhead. Come here, fuckhead. Okay.
say just for the record, my pronouns are stroganoff, macaroni, and fuckwit. So one of those three will be perfect.
And then stand-up menace historian. That's me.
Yep, the Astorian.
I saw that. The
Astorian.
fucking yes. Can I interject on a point Culture was making though? You bring up pronouns and everything.
Mm-hmm.
The idea of the big deal people make about pronouns is kind of arbitrary, and God forbid I say this, YouTube will come and beat my ass with the fucking hammer, but I don't give a shit. There's a bit of a problem, and I think I've said this before in a tweet or on another stream. I don't quite remember, but the basic premise is your pronouns really mean fuck all to most people because if you're engaging with somebody, I'm not going to use your fucking pronouns if I'm talking to you face to face. You know what I mean? Like I'm, if I'm talking to Culture, I'm not going to refer to Culture as, if I'm talking to him, I'm not going to say him and he or anything else.
I have a friend. Sorry,
these does. Yeah.
Carry on, Steven.
No, but that's how we get. That's how we get around this problem. And I'll let Steven go in a second. But we get around this problem by addressing people by their damn name.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't know them, I think it's more okay. All right, real quick before I segue in, the problem is that you have a segment of the society who has problems, internal problems that they do not want to face internally. They don't want to take the time to personally change themselves. They don't want to go to a counselor or a priest or whoever it would be to help guide them in a direction to better themselves, and they project their fear and hatred upon others. And in order to do this, they need a consistent enemy. They need a consistent something to defeat, something that is undefeatable. And pronouns is one of those things, because if you don't know somebody and then you're going to use he or she, you're going to use those the reality pronouns. I have a bisexual friend who is gender fluid, who feels the same way. She's like, I have a friend who's going through the non-binary. I've got some non-binaries around me right now. It's a hell of an experience. But instead of using a pronoun, or instead of using they or them, because my friend says that's a plural. That's a plural. I'm not doing that. She addresses them by their name. And that's a perfect solution if you know their name,
Yeah.
And if you don't, you're kind of up shit's creek without a paddle.
You really are.
Unless you go and say, hey, you over there. And then if you try to describe them.
Well, what do you use it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's pretty dehumanizing.
Yeah.
But that's the point.
Say you use something to identify them, and you're using optics. They look like a guy, or they look like a woman, or say they look like they have a beard, and for some strange reason it's not a beard. And you say, "Hey, you with the beard," and then they get all huffy and offended, like, "Motherfucker, you look like you have a beard from a distance."
Because it is not about seeking truth and identification or living someone's value or how they feel about themselves. It's not about that. Not for most of them. Like I said, people with gender dysphoria make up less than 1% of the world population. It is a culture that is being created to allow people who have fear or hate inside of them to have an indefeatable enemy, and undefeatable, something that they can constantly project and something they can constantly fight instead of dealing with their own internal struggles.
Well, you're weaponizing a tiny little fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a community.
Exactly.
In the efforts that Robert Anderson is describing. I mean, it's to tear down all the categorization while at the same time dividing everybody into smaller and smaller groups. And it's a larger thing. I mean, and the problem is this is where you enter into the political side of the discussion when you start to talk about what the ultimate goal is of that circumstance or situation. But I tell you what, I'm not going to be compelled to call somebody D's or Ders or Z's or Zers. You're not going to do it. You may try, but it isn't going to happen. And the thing is, what's your name? Because I'll call you your name, and then I have no more problems. Because and when I refer to you in the third person, I'm going to refer to you as whatever you're representing yourself as. If you're representing yourself as a her, I will call you a her. If you represent yourself as a him, I will call you a him. Those are the choices that you get because that's what you are. And that's okay. And I just work, not at all. You know that's not. You know that. But those are your choices. And I for example, one of the people that I followed very early on, and way before I was even part of our Rogue Entertainment, the Fourth Wave, before I had my channel, which was just over a year ago, one of the people that I followed under my other accounts was Kerry Howard. Kerry Howard is an incredibly insightful and creative creator. And a gamer and incredibly knowledgeable nerd, geek, whatever you want to call her. She went through the whole rigmarole that it was to finally realize that they had gender dysphoria. They were dealing with weren't in the right body. And so Kerry had reassignment surgery. And you know what? God bless her. And you know what I call Kerry? I call Kerry or her.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I've known Kerry for a year and a half, and we definitely disagree on a few things. But the one thing about her that created a bond of friendship between us is that she was very adamant about people having the right to express their own opinions. She's very adamant about. She told me I have every right to not recognize her as a her. I could call her him if I wanted to, and that was like. Yeah, that's respect. That's recognizing that people, that there is a reality in science and there is a reality in feeling. And she needed to express herself as a woman, and that's the road that she took. And I've watched her transformation. She also writes the opening for the Fandom Menace Volume 2, which I'm very proud of. Yeah. So I can't wait for people to see that. Well, the Volume 2, I'm real quick. I'm sorry, going to advertise.
No, go for it, man. I'm looking forward to this as much as you are looking forward to fucking releasing it. So go on.
We of the emu community will allow this.
Well, one of the points that I want to make with Volume 2 is without virtue signaling as they do. The diversity within our community, the different types of people and personalities that we have, and so being able to open up that book with Kerry, making a declaration about being Fandom Menace and being a part of our indie sphere was very important to me. I've got a lot of great creators in this book, and it's anybody who calls us bigots, please read Volume 2. I'd love for you to read Volume 2 and then let me know how you feel.
And here's the thing. I mean, I've been a geek or a nerd, just like everybody here in this thing, a gamer, right? Where I interact with people when I'm gaming. Do you realize that we had such rudimentary chat systems? We were using like TeamSpeak and crap like that. Like I created servers so that we could talk before there was a Discord. Yeah. Right. And you didn't know what somebody's gender was. You knew their name because they had a name, and their name was incredibly, anonymous. You didn't know who, you just didn't know what, you didn't know what they were. So you just said their name in the game chat. Right now, everybody still dogged on each other. I mean, that's just being a gamer. You're going to take trash. You're going to throw trash back at somebody. It's just it's what we do. I do it on a daily with this dude. Right?
We did it on LAN parties. With Culture, we did it with LAN parties. You remember?
I know.
Computers in the same house.
Across the house.
Oh, even
I'm yelling across the house on my Xbox saying, "You neither fighter the super wagon." There was no good one there, I promise.
And before voice chat and before LAN parties, you were throwing shade from across the couch, throwing fucking popcorn at each other. Like,
absolutely.
Hey, fucker. I remember that.
As the duly elected representative of the T-Rex community, we used smashing rocks together to communicate. And all that.
Yeah, I think you communicate pretty well. I don't know if Happy Dinosaur does that or not, or if that.
You know what? Happy's opinion doesn't matter. I'm in charge of the dinosaur community now.
Wow.
Because that's how communities work these days. And if you don't say so, I will be very offended, and I will tweet at you something awful about your.
He's asserting his alpha dominance.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Robert Anderson is on fire in the chat. Holy cow!
Yes.
Yeah.
Hail, Robert.
What is that? Why couldn't Rey have the hero's arc? Because to do so would admit that Luke and his legacy are valid.
Yep.
What's valid? Yeah.
It's
I'm not gonna. Right now, considering The Force Awakens was written and everything, just as all of this shit was starting, I'm not gonna say that that the reason Rey had a bad arc was because of SJW propaganda or anything like that. Only because much of it predates the fire that's been started recently. I'm going to chalk that up to JJ being a fucking bad writer. That's plain and simple. And if you want to fucking get into Star Wars, motherfucker, we can.
Sorry.
Oh no, because it's one of those things I'm so fucking tired of hearing about. It's like, everybody dogging on fucking Star Wars. It's like the sequel trilogy was fucked when JJ got his hands on it. Okay, the reason the entire arc, and it was a complete tangent from what we were saying, but whatever. The entire reason the fucking sequel trilogy is shit, the reason Rey's arc is terrible, is because JJ set her up to be shit. She was not good at all.
I don't believe this. I don't believe this when I'm about to defend J.J. Abrams.
Well, here's the thing. I think Rey could have been taken in the second movie and done something with.
Oh, sure. There could have been something going on, but JJ has a very bad history, and it was evident with the Star Trek reboots. It was evident in his TV show Alias. The way he ended fucking Lost. Yes, talk about Lost. JJ does not have the reputation of being necessarily a strong story writer. He has decent ideas, but especially when it comes to old properties, like I said, he demonstrated with Star Trek, he doesn't have an original idea. He tries to copy the others.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of, I want to say, because he did good with the reboot of Star Trek. Most people don't like it, but I saw that first, and the ideas that I saw there were good. And then the sequel came along, which basically ripped off the Wrath of Khan entirely and changed maybe 2 plot points, but you could still see him coming a mile a fucking way.
So when it concerns that, and I'll try and sum this up as best I can, the ideology that has changed, entertainments, has been creeping since the late 2000s, since the understanding that social media and entertainments can be used to funnel information and change culture.
Sure.
I make references to this in the Phantom Menace Volume 1 of Fandom Betrayed. Then it moves into Disney acquiring Lucasfilm. Kennedy was already placed there to easily facilitate such a change. When J.J. Abrams came along and was asked to write episode 7, he was told by Bob Iger, you got to do it now. And he said, no, it's going to take me some time to write this out. He's like, no, you got to do it now. And that is one of the reasons why. It was very hurried. He was also under the change of Kathleen Kennedy and the people that she had brought in who were trying to facilitate and change our culture. So there were plot points that he was told he had to stick with. He wanted to have Luke Skywalker and have that moment that we all wanted, that moment with all our heroes together again, but she wouldn't allow it. The story group wouldn't allow it. I'm defending J.J. Abrams in as far as his limitations and what he was allowed to do with 7. When it comes to Star Trek, which I love, I think he had the same kind of idea that I did, which was this is a reboot. This new one is a reboot. This is a whole other timeline. So he could do whatever he wanted with it. No, I didn't like Khan being changed from Middle Eastern, because Khan is from the Middle East. But they did what they did. And then the problem is CBS All Access, which is full of people that love identity politics, have no originality because SJWs cannot come up with anything original. They have to appropriate something they bitch about a lot, cultural appropriation. They have to appropriate other franchises and then use them as a platform because their shit doesn't make money. Their ideas suck. This is evident from every original SJW idea that we have had in the last how many years. And as far as episode 7, there were parts of episode 7 could have been saved if Bob Iger had allowed people to work on it for a minute to outline a trilogy. That is not what happened.
That's not
what happened. So JJ isn't entirely to blame. I'm not trying to defend him as a creative because I know he's fucked up in the past, but but it wasn't all him. It really wasn't all him when it comes to 7.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Okay, hold on. I don't mean to interrupt, Culture. We have a new addition. I do want to introduce him properly. Another really good friend of mine that I've met online.
Online community.
Oh God.
Sorry.
By the way, I knew
emo community.
Okay, yeah. So I've had the pleasure for knowing for a while. I've streamed with him plenty of times, and our most recent stream, we've talked about golf balls, to say the very least. Yes,
I sense Vigilante Williamson.
And then I'm not really friends with Vigilante Williamson. Actually,
he's a great guy. Atlanta.
I know him. I've never actually had the chance to speak to him, but we know him as Fat Steven Seagal. Hello, buddy. How you doing, man?
I was playing golf. Got a mic stand.
Have
Have you heard of my new song, Concussion? I would like to stand by me.
I didn't. Oh wait. Do you want me to share this? Share what you're sharing now, or do you want me to hold off on that?
Well, it's my new album.
So share it now. I don't know.
I guess so. I don't want to get copyright struck by the Mythbusters.
Oh my god. All right. So he's got something to share to us for the time being. So we'll check this out really quick.
Join me and Vigilante Williamson on another mission to see whether a rock star named Stevie Wonder can
This episode
actually
hurt my
see.
head a lot.
Myths say he can.
I didn't catch a single
video where
ball.
He supposedly caught a mic stand. So we are going to follow him around while staying out of his line of sight and
Can't
throw
see.
this
The
beam
audio.
of golf balls. And if he catches at least one of them,
I didn't
it
catch
is
any
true.
of them.
Stevie Wonder is a bullshitter. Crikey.
Those golf
That
balls
is
hurt.
great.
Oh my god. All right. So welcome back to the stream, I should say.
No problem. I'm here for a little bit. I'm
Alright.
doing a hop arounds like mead for some reason tonight, so it's really weird.
Well, so Culture,
Alright,
what were you
so-
about to say?
Yeah, Culture was on to something, man.
Oh, I have no idea, dude. You were talking stream of consciousness. I'm unconscious right now. I have no clue.
I've noticed
Okay,
you
no,
nodding
we were
off
talking-
over there.
No, we were talking. You were talking about Star. You were going to lead into something about Star Wars
Oh,
before I.
no, actually, no. I was going to go right at the Star Trek thing.
Oh,
the
yeah.
the problem is that JJ ruined Star Trek the moment he touched it. Also, because he could reboot it, sure, but you have to live within Gene Roddenberry's creation. You can't fuck it up, and he fucked it up from the very beginning.
Whoa.
He did. And it's you know he did it. He is somebody who consistently wrecks stuff. And Steven said it exactly right. He takes other people's shit and does an inferior version of it. You know, and his idea, he's going to throw a mystery box at you, but there's no friggin' point to it. The freaking, you know, the Sith dagger thing was like in Star Wars was garbage. But go even farther back, you know, there was only one explanation why Rey would know how to fly the Millennium Falcon. She was getting help somewhere. She never had any training. That's not how the Force works, right? I mean, freaking Han Solo says that in the damn film.
Well, the
Yeah.
original
To something else, obviously, but the Force doesn't give you these, and you don't have innate abilities with spaceships. That's not what the Force is.
Well, the original treatment for 8, I'm sorry, just to cut in real quick, Culture. In the original treatment for 8, or idea for 8, Luke was going to be guiding her.
Yeah,
And that is why-
Question. I have a quick question. It's kind of a serious question. Did Walton steal that V-neck from Ryan Kinnell?
yeah, I think so.
This is an old shirt. It's just hanging.
Oh, yeah, it's bacon neck.
It got a little
Yeah.
stretched out. Is
It
that?
is
is
a
that
little
what's going
stretched
on? It
out.
stretches
You're gonna
with
wake up
age.
tomorrow looking like Willie
Well,
Nelson.
when you get to be your age, you know, some things get a little stretched out. You know, all that.
Oh
hey,
my
man.
god!
It'll
Yeah,
At
happen
least
to
it's longer.
you.
those hoses take a toll down there. I'm just saying.
You get a little lower to the floor every year. It's okay.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
Yeah,
Balls will be brushing my knees in 10 years.
Dude, let me know when they hit the toilet water when you sit to take a dump. Then we can talk.
That
Oh my
dunk, that
God.
dunk is a killer.
Yeah, I know, dude. That's why you need the Stephen Walton's vanilla scented balls.
Oh.
Jesus, here we go. I knew you were leading into this.
Oh god! The what now?
The Stephen Walton's vanilla scented ball soak.
Speaking of propaganda,
Enema aftercare. Yeah, you need to keep your junk straight after one of those. You know. And
Are you gonna keep them straight for me?
forward, never
No, I
straight.
have nothing to do with it. That's not a practice I engage in. I'm just a hype
Your
man.
hair looks soft enough. I can hold them at a very nice pace, like an Easter basket. You know, everybody likes an Easter basket.
I think you're a disturbed individual.
I will run slow mo in my Baywatch uniform, you know, and just man tits slapping me in the face while running, and I'll just have a concussion. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but it sounds really sexy.
No.
I'm gonna keep talking like this because Walton's trying to drink. He's gonna spit like a porn star.
Well, porn stars don't spit; they swallow, right?
I've never seen a
Well,
porn star.
they
What is a
actually
porn star?
show. They show and then swallow.
You know, Steven,
What do you watch?
I don't want to know what he watches, man.
I got my V-neck.
Have fun.
Are you still assembling that weird, disappointing sex toy from IKEA?
No, I got the chair now. It's all ready. See, look. See, I fixed it.
So it comes with a flashlight.
I accidentally turned off the emus, but I mean, the holes here. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know. I don't look at men's holes. You're weird.
Okay.
Speaking of which, so Walton's coffee blend is actually going to be a consumer product, and you can use it as regular coffee, or you can use it as with Steven's special patented approach.
What are we calling it? Do we have an? Are we going to call it
we're
Walton's
going to call it Walton's Best Brew or something?
Best Brew. We're going to.
You're actually making this a coffee?
Yeah,
this is the thing.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Whenever you go about doing this, like backing or whatever, let me fucking know, because I will
absolutely.
I will be the first or second backer. I will save up money to invest in this, because it's like
we're not stopping there. We're working on a board game. We're working on.
Oh my god!
We're working on our own version of a card game. Right, so Rogue Entertainment, you're gonna actually start to see like some products coming out, featuring
board game.
That's badass.
What's the board game going to entail? Like you have a certain amount of time before
that's not me. That's not my department. That's Jane Theory, and that's like I said, we have all these different minds at work trying to promote the Rogue Entertainment and the Walton brand. Items. My god! Yeah, the candles. By the way, the candles are also going to be a literal product.
That's Tommy, isn't it?
In the world. Yeah, that's all Tommy. Yeah,
Tommy.
Yeah. Technically, I can't even take credit for the coffee. That's our man Donald over at Bounding Into Comics, Dollified. He's the one that came up with the original artwork and commercial, which made everyone in the world die.
Oh yeah, wasn't he the one that came up with a joke to begin with?
No. That was the girls. The girls came up with that. What stream was that, Steven?
That was Nerd Cookies and I think Jane Theory did that.
Yeah, that would be Nerd Cookies and Jane Theory and Nina Infinity.
Who? He was Nina out in the chat because I was there when that idea got launched. It was.
I think Christy came up with the grits blend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it was on John's. It was on John's stream, right? John Talks, right? Yeah. Yeah. I was there. I was in the chat going, "Oh my god!"
John Talks chat is unruly and gets what it wants. These bastards.
No, that's
because Oh yeah.
Justin, can you stop, please, Justin? Justin, can you stop? Thank you.
God damn, Justin.
Oh my god, dude! Really? What the holy hell?
He's almost done. He just flushed.
Atlantean, do you know about this?
Yeah, I heard about it. I was there in the chat.
Oh, were you? Good.
That Wednesday, yeah.
Mute when you go to the bathroom, guys. If you're holding the live stream, just mute it.
I don't have to worry about muting it because my bathroom is in a different room. In a different room.
No, he was in a different room, dude. You could hear him going. You heard him flush. You did not hear him wash his hands. He immediately came back to the computer. I'm like, dude, you didn't wash your hands.
Yeah, I'm fortunate. I have to go. I have to get up around because
he has to lift his belly to piss.
Okay, you know what?
Wow, I'm gonna
only a little bit.
See, I have a segue specifically for it. Why is he leaving? Is he lifting? Is he checking in the mirror? Is your buddy checking in the mirror if he has to lift his belly to piss?
My buddy's not fat, dude.
I didn't think he was fat. They're just breasts.
What? Me?
And even me, I'm not that
He's
fat.
sucking it in. He's cupping them.
Bone, there's a lot of troublemakers around here.
Oh god,
I'm not.
I thought this was going to be a good idea, but
it's lovely being here.
I don't know. And the results are that you have 8 watchers right now, which is more than I've seen.
Yes. Okay.
Well, I shared it out on my social media. If you had culture, would you put a post out that we're on the stream?
Yeah.
Although I'm going to be serious for a second. I've noticed that whenever you do a live stream, the number of viewers is generally relative to how many subscribers you actually have. Not every subscriber is going to be showing up to your stream.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm in the ocean. I'm part of this.
No. What the?
Oh, that one. Everybody's I don't
Culture
know.
is a one-lip bastard. He hates everyone because he has one lower lip, and that's it. That's all he has. That's why his mustache hangs so low. He hates me.
Oh my god.
Propagandist.
Oh. Oh, my fucking Christ. There goes my train of thought. No,
Yeah, this is a serious conversation. Damn it.
Yeah,
I apologize. I'm not going to be here for long. I just wanted to jump in costume here because I'm jumping back and forth. But like, you got it. What the fuck?
We would have gotten to the humor anyway. It's gotten a lot faster because he showed up.
No, I'm going to be honest. Sorry.
No, go on.
No, you first. It's your show.
I was going to say we're going. Normally, this would have been this. Normally, I would be calling this the no persona zone. There'd be one-on-one, me and one other person. Generally, a serious conversation, but somewhat not really. This is a bit of an anomaly because it's a return stream that we're doing, and it's like, you know what, this is going to be the return of it, and I figured, yeah, Tristan had a see there. I told you I was going to do it, Steven. I told you I was gonna start pointing. Now that he's on this side, I'm gonna start pointing over here, and I'm fucking doing it. Tristan had a fucking rant set up, and that was the reason I said, you know what, let's bring in 5 others because we might have a conversation. We actually had a good conversation going.
Oh yeah.
Normally this would be the no persona zone, but some of us all we have is persona, so But carry on, Fat Steven. You were going to say something.
I was going to say, I'm going to be honest with the chat right now. I got double booked tonight, so I'm on 2 streams at once. So I'm coming in and trying just to make sure I give a fair appearance to the show because I'm just the clown,
Wow.
But I appreciate the time here on Atlanteans. I hope I can come on another one where I'm not double booked or have them come over to there. But
yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
We will, because there's always Wednesdays, and Wednesdays are going crazy.
Yeah.
No, God, no. Go, no. I am on with Yeti and Pop Culture Minefield right now, Script Doctor.
Yeah. I say. I don't have another stream set up, but Tristan and I are going to be working on another night to set up a stream. So
you guys can review sex toys from IKEA. You guys have something.
No, there's a stream I've been planning for a while, and even made a promo bump audio that Lane needs to put some video to. But we need to do a contest of playing Sega Genesis girls games.
Do you have that audio readily available? We can play that right now.
Okay. Let me plug the.
Before you guys do that, I just want to say hail to you guys, hail to your chat. Your show does have a nice format, and it was fun, and you guys are having fun. I was watching in the back.
Oh, thank you.
With my pants down.
You're watching my back, huh?
Well, there's nothing much to see there, so it's all good.
Oh, my God.
I got a girl's bump. Look, my ass is nice. All right, brother. Oh, you can't see it.
No, I don't want to see it.
Just say either lower the camera or stand up on the chair. One of the two, man. Come on.
I'm too short. I know, right?
Oh, you want him to stand on the chair so it breaks.
No, I don't want him to do that.
Yeah, you do. You're laughing.
Atlanteans wants to see my ass. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Steve. We don't kink shame around these parts.
I'm not kink shaming. I'm getting the fuck out shaming. That's what I'm doing. So
anything you want to push while you're here. I don't.
Yeah, just the log out in the toilet. That's about it. Reciting Picard quotes while I do it. But other than that, Culture, Atlantean, is it Travis?
It's Twicked, Tristan is what
Trisket Cracker, Walton. Y'all have a good night. To those in the chat, have fun and support these guys. And Atlantean deserves more credit than he gets. And to everyone else here, take it easy.
I don't. Thank you, man. Hey, have a good night.
You too. And check out my interview with Gina Carano because I need to milk that shit. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. I don't care.
Could I put that link in?
Let me see the penis.
I am out.
You put
after
that link
that.
where.
You guys have fun. Later.
Oh, God.
That's a good dude. That's a good dude, Steven.
I love him. He's a great human. Yeah. He's one of the few that I actually,
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say he's one of the few that I managed to hit it off with like that. Culture was another one that I hit it off with. What was it? What was it we were saying earlier? What was it like one stream? You like was it a chat that I sent out a link in and you just randomly
you were
popped
like,
in?
I'm just talking, and somebody come on in, and so I was like, ask
okay.
Steven. I sit at all lunch tables. If your lunch table is open, I will sit down because I like to have a conversation with everybody.
Cheers, Fat Steven Seagal. Thank you for showing up, buddy.
He's a nice young fella.
Oh, he's
comedic and he's an intellectual, and it comes through like when you're having a serious conversation. I really enjoy him.
Oh yeah,
I enjoy watching him.
He's very good. I like
Yeah,
him.
it's easy to get double booked. I've realized that recently.
I don't know what it's like to get double booked. I don't even get booked for my own shit.
As your channel, as your channel grows, and it will grow. If here's the trick, and this is the thing that I learned. Thank goodness that I listen to people who talk about their stuff. Just be consistent. If you're going to do a video on Monday, do a video every Monday. If you're going to do a video on Wednesday, do a video every Wednesday. Just if you're going to do a live stream on Monday or Tuesday or whatever it is, do it every single time you're supposed to do it. Do it because you will be rewarded by the logarithm.
The logarithm.
The algorithm.
I do have one night that I'm always consistent. I always do a game stream on Tuesdays. Like even last week, I said I was taking a break, and I'm like, in the Discord, I mean, it's like, we're talking about fucking Tomb Raider. I'm like, you motherfuckers, I'm supposed to be taking a break from this. I'm supposed to be relaxing, getting my head back, and you motherfuckers are making me want to play Tomb Raider 1 all over again. And that's exactly what I fucking did. Tuesday, like that Tuesday night, I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's fire this up.
I'm actually considering playing Civ 5 while I just talk.
Yo, Culture, are you on Steam?
Of course.
We'll play some Civ, bro.
Yeah,
I
love Civ, man.
What do you need to run Civ? I might be able to actually get this game going.
You run it on a potato. You could. I mean, it literally takes nothing to run Civ. But yeah, so yeah, Civ 5 was one of my favorite games because I spent 2,500 hours playing that game easily. So, and I mean, I love it. I love, strategy-based turn-by-turn games. That's a joke from way back when, strategery. That's an old Bush joke. But that kind of intellectual pursuit is the thing I like. I like playing chess. I like Risk. But I do a lot of, I like first-person and third-person shooters. I mean, I'll do almost any kind of game. I just, if I'm by myself, I haven't played with anybody playing Civ. I probably would suck against a human now, but I haven't done it in a while. So, and the one thing I do against the computer is turn off espionage. Otherwise, they just steal my shit.
Right. Right.
Yeah, but I love it, man. And I like I said, I would love to get on a stream and do that and just talk because when you're playing that game, you talk trash to the other playing against somebody, but you're also going to have a regular conversation. You can talk about the news of the day. Like, for example, today, Bob Odenkirk's movie, the new one, Mr. Nobody or Nobody, that film is coming out early. They pushed it forward. Isn't that amazing? So it's going to get a release on Good Friday is what it looks like, the 2nd of April. So keep that in mind for those of you out there that film got pushed as of today. It was breaking news just a few moments ago. So
bringing it back just a little bit, what Tristan was saying about community with these idiots, the community over at the I don't even think they're Raylos, man. All right, because I'm actually cool with Raylos because Disney Lucasfilm don't even care about them. They got the shaft just like we did. They got invited in, and then they were told, we're not laughing. Pablo laughs at these people. Like Matt Martin, these people, they laugh at the Raylos, right? I ain't cool with like the whole concept of Raylo, but
Pablo.
But even they get no respect. But whoever it is over there just took down Drunk 3PO's store. Can we talk about that for a second?
Oh wow.
Fucking go, man, go.
That's one of the things that happened today, and it's just a weird thing. But of course, he already had the other shirts ready to go, the Rebellion shirts. Now those things are flying. Dude's got stuff flying, and so here's the problem. He knew it was coming. The likeness was, with 3PO from the Star Wars franchise was going to get him some trouble at some point, and he knew that, I'm sure. Yeah. But at the same time, it falls along the lines of artistic rendition. So there can be an argument made, which is probably why they didn't go after him right away. And I'm pretty sure that he consulted an attorney from the get-go.
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry, I'll be right back in like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah. So, but it's, but having his store taken down, a merchandise that hurts no one. That's some pretty cool stuff. I think
it does hurt someone actually, Culture, because a percentage, if not all, of the money goes to went to the El Salvador Project to help children that were abandoned at birth. Children, so it is hurting someone, and this is exactly it. These people don't think more than one step ahead. They are emotional in their reactions. They are all about passion, not thinking, not reason and logic. So they are actually causing harm to charities.
Yeah. And Robert Anderson says that Lucasfilm didn't say a word. It was just TeeSpring that was responding to comments. So TeeSpring is the one that pulled that down.
You know what I mean? But look, okay, let's look back in history a little bit. Something that I'm writing about in Volume 2. There was an instance. I'm not going to go over the whole thing, but there was an instance where the LA Post, the LA Times, was writing an article about Anaheim and how Disneyland was actually not giving back to the community in Anaheim, but taking advantage of and sucking funds from that town, from that township. And Bob Iger stepped in and said, "Yeah, you guys, at the Times, they're not allowed to. You're not going to get free access to our movies anymore." It took a whole bunch of those media companies coming together and saying, "We're not going to review anything Disney, period," for him to rescind that. But even though he rescinded it, because of his weight, because of the weight of Disney, the editor, the chief of that article series, was fired 2 months later.
Of course.
Unceremoniously. So, no, absolutely. Disney can do things without putting their name on it. Look at how they fired Disney. Look how they fired Gina. Yeah. Disney is a terrible company.
Well, I'd say it doesn't have good leadership right now. Because, so companies are entities. They're made up of people. Mm-hmm. Leadership makes decisions. The leadership's put in place by a slate of board of directors. The board of directors are put in place by the heavy hitters in the investment world. The problem is that all companies are operated this way. So since the heavy hitters in the investment world now are all these hedge funds people and people of extreme wealth, oligarchs, whatever term you want to use, they end up with undue influence over these companies, which is why you're having all this inclusivity garbage that's infesting everything in entertainment. I'm sorry, some people don't take the time to understand we're getting all of this because of the money upstream. And the money upstream all buys into all this stuff coming out of Davros. And I'm not going to talk about what that means on this stream because I don't want Atlantean to suffer the consequences of talking about hitting the big red button. And the people like Klaus there, in Europe that wants to do that and has written books about how to do that. And then you have people, coming out trying to say it's a conspiracy.
What are you talking about now? I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
And that's a shame that people don't know about this. Go ahead, Culture.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. There is a person who dives deeply into this. One of my friends that I picked up here on the community. His name's Comics Division. If you don't know, Comics Division covers things like this. In fact, he is moving his content for this specific subject matter over to Unsafe Space. So he is becoming part of Unsafe Space with this material, with a channel that he started essentially covering hitting the big reset button. I'm not going to say the other word.
Right.
But that's what we're talking about. And also associated with the super elites, the super wealthy that actually were trying to push the narrative as far as the climate stories to try to make this happen faster. I mean, and that's, ultimately look at what's happened to energy costs, just since January 6th, the oil per barrel went from $25 to over 63. I haven't checked it in the last 3 days, but I know it's gone up from there.
And y'all glad you voted for Joe Biden?
Since January 5th. Now, what's really weird, and this is a discussion that could be held on any channel, I think, is that it costs far more money to distribute petroleum, oil specifically, with vehicles than it does pushing it down a pipeline. You also are eliminating energy independence for 3 different countries because you're eliminating the pipeline. So, and that was done with a stroke of a pen. And the
which
problem,
is actually completely unconstitutional as it is. I think I want to be.
I don't even. Yeah,
well, it's policy.
We can
Policy.
certainly.
Well, the problem. Oh, no, sorry. The problem I have with that is it's tantamount to creating a new law, not enforcing an established law. That's generally what executive orders are for: clarifying laws or emphasizing existing laws, not creating new ones. That's why a lot of people were up in arms about the DACA shit that Obama pulled. Like Obama had, he had no fucking power whatsoever to do anything with Dreamers or anything like that. That shit is supposed to be relegated to Congress, and even then, you have to contend with the fucking Constitution on the matter.
Right. Yeah, I don't like it. I didn't mean to open up that can of worms. I'm just saying that. Yeah, I'm just saying that the energy costs are just one element of this whole thing. You eliminated jobs. You increased the cost of energy, or at least the oil costs, and all of this happens under the watch of one individual. And it's pretty filthy. And consider this: you have now created more carbon footprint for the distribution of petroleum products than would have existed with the pipeline. That's idiotic. That should be counter to anything that you want to do. You can't have it both ways, and yet you're trying to. Energy independence is key for any country's success and safety. And relying on other people. That's extra stupid with cheese.
Oh, God, look what happened to Brazil, right? So another thing, if you guys check out Bitchute, I don't know, a lot of us are YouTubers, but go check out Bitchute. I want to give a shout out to Dave Cullen, Computing Forever, who lost his YouTube channel and is now over on Bitchute, talks about all these subjects as well with a lot more freedom.
Do you have a link for him, dude?
I think he's also up on Odyssey too.
Is he?
But I think so. Yeah. By the way, I've moved everything over to Odyssey now. Every bit of everything I ever did is on Odyssey.
Question, real quick, Culture. When you move, I've moved everything over to Odyssey. Does it update when you upload on YouTube, or do you have to go over there? Okay, so I don't have to manually do it.
Yeah, as far as I know, I can check because I have the link right in front of me.
It looked like I had to upload one of my videos that I put on after moving it all over. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Sorry, I went on an adventure to find that audio clip, and I realized it was on my old laptop. I apologize. So give me a second to put it.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
I thought I had it on my desktop. It turns out I did it on my laptop. It was before I even built the desktop. So
okay. So
I have. Yeah, just let me install VLC here, and we'll.
Okay, just for a bit of context to you two, motherfucker, I'm doing it again. Oh my God. I told you, Steve. I told you I'm doing it.
Yeah,
I want to point to Tristan, and I'm now pointing to the left, even though he's over here. God damn it.
Steven, like I said, everything moves up there automatically. So I believe that's how it goes. And the nice thing is it's available on Library, which is a distributed platform.
Oh.
So, yeah, non-decentralized distributed platform. So.
Oh, God. Yeah, I haven't set up Odyssey. I haven't set up any of these other ones. I honestly, part of it is I'm kind of lazy. I really don't have the motivation. I'm not lazy because I don't want to do it. I don't have the motivation to try and move everything over. That's really my concern. I probably should at some point, but I just don't have the motivation yet.
Yeah.
But
but see, and Robert Anderson is bringing out another one of the components to the whole thing, and that's the thing is we're dealing with these oligarchs, people of extreme wealth that have all these controls, and that's when people start to talk about the deep state. That's the conversation that they're trying to have, and that's another two words you don't want to put together in a sentence on YouTube if you're monetized, because you immediately will get downgraded with your channel, and you'll fall out of that logarithm. And I say that intentionally wrong every time now. So, because it's like a log jam, or a toilet log, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, like you said, this type of thing we're constantly going to fight. So we need as many platforms as we can get, which is why Odyssey and Rumble and BitChute and Minds. Jesus, you can actually upload your content and monetize it immediately online. On mine. So you can make short videos every day. And I could do I do the 6-minute daily. I could do a second version of that and pump it straight up there on mine. So I actually consider just making the news channel Minds only.
Dave, on On BitChute, Computing Forever has 98,766 subscribers. So it's possible. You can use other platforms.
Yeah,
you don't have
and that's the thing. I mean, and with Minds, or with Rumble, or with any of these people, if you're making something exclusive, it's more valuable to them.
Mm-hmm.
So and I have earned whatever these bit currency things are in these places that I haven't done anything with at this point, other than to boost my own signal. Mm-hmm. But I'm telling you, I think Odyssey's the platform I pushed for a little bit, and it looks like that's where Nerdrotic and G&G and everybody else is starting to head.
Yeah.
Again, because it's decentralized and distributed. So, but hey, so another reason to be on Minds. Minds is about ready to shake the coil of some other things that they had to contend with to begin with. So, and I like the fact that you have on Minds, you have your DMs are actually encrypted with a solely different password. I think that's really cool. So Minds is worth it, worth your time. And I did promise to do a digital wallet video on how to set up your first digital wallet. So I will definitely get that done at some point. I'm out of time at this point. Just putting it up. But and like I said, I mean, I always tell people, if you have a YouTube channel, you need help. Like Steph is coming in, supposed to come to me to ask about doing a studio setup and all that. I'm happy to do it. I want to make everybody as successful as possible. I want more voices, because my voice is going to give out. I'm going to get busted somewhere in trouble because I said the wrong thing at the wrong time, because that's just
fine. Everybody
will have a gotcha moment, And I'm serious. It'll happen. So, but yeah, I always tell people, check it all out. Check out all the platforms. Put yourself together on YouTube. Get yourself 500 subscribers if you can, and then start distributing your stuff across all the other platforms. If you don't, set up an Odyssey and upload all the stuff yourself and build there. It doesn't matter. So, I always tell people, we need more voices, and I'm going to continue to do that. And again, I have a great leader right here in Stephen Walton, who does not accept the mantle of leadership easily, but he does a good job of leading the group for the most part, and he's easy to listen to. He sounds like every preacher I ever heard in my life, so I feel like I'm walking into a tent.
And to be fair, Culture, I've never had a preacher tell me to wash my ass on a daily basis. So
you need to wash your and your hands.
In the hands.
That's the other thing. It's like I've never had the I've never had him. That's on Odyssey. All right, Steven, by the way, I put the link in the chat. I'm also putting the link in my description as well for you.
Thanks, man.
Cool. And the other nice thing that YouTube lets you do is share that you're on these other platforms. You have a tab in YouTube on your channel that allows you to put links, and they appear right on top of your banner.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You have a link to Odyssey, a link to Minds, a link to that.
Too.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that is one thing that they allow you to do. So I always encourage people to definitely do that. Anyway, gentlemen, I need to step here pretty quick.
Hold on.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, I know.
No, it's like I say I don't want to interrupt and say I'm gonna be. We probably should wind this down anyway. Like I said, because Culture will be leaving.
Well, so I found that. Yeah, I found that audio clip. I have other stuff to do too.
Hold on a second, Tristan. Let me talk.
Yeah.
I say we're gonna be winding down in a second. Like I said, we're pretty much hitting our limit. We're not going to have much more to talk about, especially if Culture leaves. So Tristan has something for us. Tristan, explain this really quick, dude. You're better at it than I am.
So Lane and I were going to try to, at some point, do a competition stream with him and another guy. And because we mentioned on another stream, we're going to make them play Sega Genesis girl games against each other, like Barbie and Crystal's Ponytail and another Barbie game. And whoever wins gets a fabulous prize that's still in the back of my car. But I made an audio teaser, and I'm trying to get Lane to make a video for it, but we haven't had time. So I have the audio teaser. Hopefully it's not too quiet, but could you share the screen?
Yeah, we'll be sharing this really quickly, and then we'll get to wrap this up soon. Did you share the audio?
Oh, how do I make sure it shares the audio too?
In StreamYard.
Oh, God damn. I'm sorry. Stop screen. Share screen.
We've gone over this, man. You should know how to do this by now. You fucking
Windows Media Player.
God.
No, I just click allow. It doesn't actually have an allow audio setting, man.
What are you using?
Just Windows Media Player.
Oh my God. Try it.
Can you hear it?
No.
Well, then we'll have to figure it out next time, huh? Like, there's literally no button that says share audio.
No, there's
Yeah,
there's a checkbox that says share audio.
Actually, are you using Chrome?
No, I'm using Firefox.
There you go.
So drag the audio link to the address bar in Firefox.
Yeah.
And then share that as a browser window, and then share audio.
Okay.
Wait,
I was gonna say it's literally just it's just in Windows Media Player, but maybe that'll.
Hopefully, it'll share the audio. I don't know if you can.
Wait, just find the file, whatever the file name is.
Yeah, and I dragged it to the top. Yeah, give me a second. Now I just need to share window or screen, and then make that a window. God damn. I'm a computer engineer. Don't question my shit. Just kidding.
That's all right. I'm an IT tech, and I don't know how to use this shit.
Yeah, no. Like,
he's an engineer, and he's struggling with this. So
it's just not as intuitive as you'd hope. All right, share screen, window, and then next time Mozilla Firefox. All right, and then allow. All right, can you see that?
I can see it. You ready?
Can you hear it?
No.
Did you share the audio?
Well, what does it need me to do to share the audio? It just says you are sharing the screen, and
when you hit share window, there's a little checkbox in the bottom left corner that shares share audio.
I don't think that shows up in Firefox.
Yeah. Okay, then.
All right, Tristan, send me the link, dude, really quickly.
Okay, yeah, I'll just send you the file.
Send me the file really quickly. I'll fucking open it here because I know how to make this. I know how to make it work.
I will never install Chrome, just as an FYI. Chrome's terrible.
That's fine. But Firefox is a little fucky with that for some reason. I discovered that the hard way. I don't like using Chrome all that much, but
Okay, so I'm just trying to drag it over to Facebook, and now all of a sudden it's just not. It's how I shared it last time.
Yeah, open more actions. It would be attach a file.
Attach a file. There we go.
Attach a file. There you go.
Yeah.
I could draw this in crayon for you, so you remember next time.
No, I will kill you next time I see you. It won't even be a thing.
He'll kill me, and then we won't actually have the stream.
Yeah, there it goes. All right.
You send it to me.
Yeah, it's sent.
All right. Oh boy. How do you down? All right. This is. All right, motherfucker.
Oh, he's got Ocasio-Cortez and Greta Thunberg. More people.
How do you type in?
Yeah, doesn't allow you to just nothing can be simple around here, can it?
No, it can't.
Walk with an erection.
Yeah.
What is this?
Greta looks a little butch.
She's ripped, yo.
I'm digging at Cortez's boobs, though. I'm sorry. I'd motorboat them.
Yeah,
boys.
we might have to do this next time.
No, we got it. We got it. Don't worry. I gotta take these off so I can see what I'm doing.
So, Culture.
What's up, dude?
You can spend the Odyssey currency to promote a video?
Yeah, I think so. And promote your channel. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just have to explain to me how to do that.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
No problem. Figure it out.
Yeah, you can earn stuff by watching stuff too. So.
Oh.
So we got this working now. You might want to turn your audio up just a little bit, just in case, because it's kind of all right.
Yeah, I haven't adjusted the audio volume.
Hey, Tristan, stop sharing your screen, dude. Just get rid of that share screen. There you go, because I don't want to. All right, come on. Share screen. Application window. There we go. All right. Can you guys hear it?
Super quiet.
Huh? It's quiet?
It's too quiet. Yeah.
Can you hear it at all?
Super quiet.
It's not even playing now.
Well, no, but...
You can't even hear the music that I made.
You can't hear it. You can't hear it at all. It's too low.
You can hear the voice, but not the music. I put in the
Yeah.
Power Rangers from the Sega Genesis music in there.
All right. Fuck it. All right, dude. You need to do something. You need to do something in there. Whatever you did, you need to boost the audio because it's quiet even on my end.
It's the boosted version. That was like my first real audio recording with my computer, and like I didn't have the mic optimal. But yeah, I need to get a real mic. After that. I got a real sound card because the noise on the built-in card was bad. So I actually have a real sound card in my computer for the recording.
Well, whenever you get around
guys.
to doing that, it's all right.
So
You get around to doing that again, go ahead and do it. But we're gonna start wrapping up. So if any of y'all want to push anything, Culture, you first.
I have nothing. I just want to push my channel and all the channels I get to hang with. I want to push my buddy author Steven Walton. I want to push everybody on Rogue Entertainment. Be sure you check out all 18 of us now. Holy cow! Check us all out. Everybody gets together a couple times a week. We have another stream coming up here tomorrow, right, Steven?
Yes, we do. We got TR4, which is going to be on Final Death Star's channel. We're trying to get him up to his monetization, so he needs a little over 100 subs, and I'm not sure what his watch hours are at, but we're going to get that done.
Get him up.
Yeah, and we just had another success story. Nina Infinity got monetized, and we were able to have her party on the last TR4 stream on her channel.
Rogue Entertainment.
Rogue Entertainment. Yeah, we are. It's coming together now. We're starting to build it up. I'm proud of what Steven's doing. So, and again, while I align myself with Rogue Entertainment, I am at every lunch table. So you will find me some places you don't even expect. So I mean, I'll go with people disagree with me. I'll go hang out with them. I love it. It's yeah. So, but no, do check that out. Check out Final Death Star, which you can find him under YouTube. I don't think you can get him on Finder Nether Entry or Nether Backdoor or something.
Oh, you can. Enter the unfamiliar. You can find.
Oh, that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
And saying Culture's YouTube is in the description. I put all of them in there.
Easy to find.
I don't want to say before the stream.
Yeah, but I think everybody here in the chat subscribed to me.
Probably, it's a bit asinine, but you know what?
Yeah. Well, double check. Double check. That's true. Yeah. I mean, and I hit the wall today on subs, so my sub growth stopped today. I saw it stop. I don't know that it'll go back up anytime soon because
it'll be
sometimes you run a video that may be a little borderline controversial and
somebody doesn't like it. They'll be like, no subs. They'll be like sub Nazi. No sub for you.
No sub for you. That's right. Yeah, and it is what it is. It's okay. Anyway, that's it. I don't have anything to plug other than my friends and you.
You sound like me on your streams whenever you ask. You got some plugs like me, but I'm not going to plug anything.
Someday I'll have a channel to bitch about video game shit, but I don't now, so sorry.
Dude, there's plenty to be upset about right now in the video game world. Holy
God. Yeah, that's something we're gonna have to talk about at some point. Steven, Walton, anything?
Yeah, anybody out there that's got an upcoming channel, try and catch that algorithm. Do not give up the grind. Over the last week, I've been covering a lot of the Gina stuff, which has been being talked about, and I've gotten over 100 subs in the last 4 days. Thank you to everybody new who was subscribed to my channel. Please subscribe to everybody at Rogue Entertainment. I look at RE as everything that I believe in. No hashtag required. You don't have to be Fandom Menace to be a part of Rogue Entertainment or enjoy Rogue Entertainment or any of our channels. Like Culture said, we'll sit with anybody. We'll sit and talk with anybody. As long as you have common sense, it doesn't matter what your disposition is. We can have that debate. We can have fun. We can do what we need to do. Congratulations to Nina Infinity. Rogue Entertainment will be back on my channel as we're moving TR4 over to finals. I know this could be a little confusing for people, but I'm really trying to build up my entire team. All of these channels are good people. They're the people that I have found and that I trust and that have motivation in the community. So please subscribe to everybody. You'll find all their links in the description to every single one of my channels. We also just brought in Vinny Tardamella from Comicsgate. So he is now a part of Rogue Entertainment. We'll be promoting his works coming out. Red Gaze. We also promote everybody in the community who has independent works, whether they're comic books or fiction, nonfiction coming out, because we don't have an industry to support us. We only have each other. Thank you to every person in the chat for showing up today. It really is important. I want to see Atlantean get monetized one day. I've known this dude for a couple of years. He's a great person in the community, and I'm happy to have made that friendship and bond. So please support each other if you would. It is much appreciated. I am author Stephen Walton, the Fandom Menace historian, your historian, born in the chats of the High Council with my brothers and sisters fighting for our modern mythologies. Wash your hands, wash your ass, be good to each other, and suffer no fools. Peace.
Thank you, Reverend. I greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely, brother.
By the way, did I ever tell you the idea that I wanted to do? Just one of these days, get you in like in a preacher's outfit on a big ass fucking green screen, and you at the pulpit, just I say the green screen, just big ass Fandom Menace logo behind you,
that's
just
badass.
Fucking preaching. I think that would be. I think
Rob Shlomo would love that.
It would be the funniest fucking thing, but it would also be really, really fucking amazing.
Well, you know what? You want to work together with something? I'll do something like that. I'll create I'll write out a monologue or something for it.
That would be funny as hell to do. It'd be great.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good spoof. People would hate it, and I'd love it. People would love it.
I actually might have footage of somebody walking into a revival tent.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
Let's work on that. Let's do that video. Work with Atlantean on that.
Yeah, and I need. You're gonna have to. What you do is get yourself a nice big blue sheet. Don't wear anything blue. Put it behind you, with a curtain rod or whatnot. A couple of,
I'll put on my witch's robes.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
And then you just go on your thing. And then I will anoint that with digital magic, and Atlantean will put the finishing touches on it.
Okay, I'll do that. Then I'll record. I'll start writing something out.
Oh God, what? I'm not going to ask what you expect me to do. I'm not good.
I want like flaming crosses or like burning emblems or something.
No, don't do anything anti-Croy. Don't do that.
No. Okay,
no. A lot of my audience is Christian. I love my Christian.
Yeah, the burning. Do like the burning emblem. I have his emblem, so you could like light it on fire behind him. Have two of them.
I'm not sure how I would do that, but I'd have to figure that out. But oh God. So yeah, I want to say thank you two for showing up. Especially, I thank Culture all the time because he shows up every once in a while. Steven, this is the first time I've ever had you on my fucking stream.
That's amazing. We've known each other for almost a year and a half now.
Well, to be completely fair, I didn't really get into the YouTube game until 2019, and my first video wasn't even the first video I wanted to do. It's like the beginning of the channel. I didn't like the direction it was going, so I fucking took months off. So I was like, I'm not surprised that it took this long, but it's fucking amazing that we got here. This was a really fun discussion, and it wasn't even discombobulated or a mess or anything. It was concise, well, not concise, but you know what I mean. It was focused. It was amazing. It's what I'm gonna call. It's what I call a free form focus, which is what this stream is really supposed to be. Normally, I say normally because this stream was designed. Or I started designing it after the first one I did to be a more one-on-one thing, with no persona, just two people talking,
right,
and just generally being real about it. That's the whole name, the stream of consciousness, and all of that shit. But anyway, thank you for showing up. Thank you, the chat that actually got up to 10. I think we got up to like 10 viewers at once.
Hails the chat,
fucking awesome.
13 likes, bro.
Yeah, because I only ever, because like I was saying earlier, it seems to be relative to how many subscribers you have, and not a lot. It's relatively low compared to that number.
There's tricks to it, man. We'll talk about that backstage.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. In the meantime, yeah, I got nothing to push, even on my own fucking show.
Well, okay, so as Lane's unofficial community manager and also representative of the community of Penguins, thank you for watching tonight. Come back. I promise I will fix shit when I have the time to do it, and that'll probably be sometime in June because I'm in classes, but whatever.
The great Penguin community thanks you all, and that being said, y'all have a wonderful fucking night.
Wash your hands and wash your ass.
Peace.